guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you don't know me, I am Olga. I'm an EFT practitioner for entrepreneurs, a certified EFT and fast practitioner, and I'm here to help you out deal with all the emotional side and roller coaster in your business and life. So let's dive in. So today's topic is something that I'm very fascinated about because this is the very first thing that one of the very first things that I worked on when I learned tapping, and that is the fear of visibility, of fear of getting out there. I started by, really thinking about how do I share all this amazing information with the people around me. So I decided to do a presentation to teachers. And of course, I was terrified to my bones to talk to teachers about law of attraction and tapping and how all of that works. So I use the tapping to clear out all of this gunk so I can get out there and talk about what I'm passionate about. So let's begin. If you ever felt like if you would do a presentation, then people will judge you, or if you would post something on a Facebook or ask for something on a Facebook, then people will criticize you. Or maybe you have a feeling, just general feeling of getting out there, maybe to date or to look for more friends, and you're really feeling stuck, and that fear is just like right there. So just kind of start looking for how do you manifest this fear of visibility, or fear of getting out there. As a matter of fact, this topic is so juicy and so big, it's one of the modules in our Fearless Entrepreneur program. So let's go ahead and begin. One thing that I wanted to notice that since it's a fear, it's not actually real, because fear is a product of your imagination. What I believe fear is, and I'm deeply passionate about fearless living, it's just something that you do in your mind, and very often it's something that never happened. It might never happen ever, but nevertheless, we use that feeling to terrify us. So let's talk about how to clear it. Those of you who know me, you know that I'm really, really crazy about one of the ways of tapping, and this faster EFT tapping way. It's very quick, to the point. My background is actually in mathematics, so when I found faster EFT, it felt like I have a formula, a specific formula to deal with the problems. So let's get to something very, very specific so we can talk about the structure on how to address that fear. Let's say, for example, you're thinking to start a blog or expand your blog or start doing your newsletter, and you're really feeling that people will say something behind your back, or they'll judge you, or better off, you'll get haters. Oh, I like the topic of haters. So let's talk about how to deal with this. So when you tap, you simply go to that place. So start doing it in your mind. What will happen if you will shoot that newsletter? You'll send it out. And as you do this, just tap between your eyes and say what you feel, what comes up. So you can say, this feeling, this fear, I don't want to do this. They're going to criticize me. They're going to judge me. So people will hate me. They'll send me an email back saying that I'm stupid. Who am I to teach them something? Who am I to tell them what to do? I release and let it go. It's safe to let it go. Just let it go. Letting it go now. So just finish tapping, just like this. Grab your wrist. Very simple, guys. You don't have to be in a bad mood or good mood. Just do it. Just tap whenever you feel it. It's very effective. So when you're done this process, just kind of step back and feel what is still left and how strong it is. So very often you'll notice that the intensity just comes down. So maybe if you had like a heart racing before, it's just not as strong or not at all. If you had that thought of like, oh my gosh, will hold it in the air, it's just not there anymore. So things will start collapsing and changing as you tap. Now, if you haven't felt a lot of changes, excuse me, go back and do this again. So do another round of tapping and start clearing. Usually it takes a few rounds to where it's to the point where it's just not bothering you so much. Now, I'll be very honest with you guys. I don't think I ever had a case when I would hit send on the email and it will be just completely fear-free. It's always going to be there on some level. So I'm here to tell you, feel the fear and do it anyways. Because I've been doing blogging for like 2.5 years, and it's been awesome. It's a great way to get your message out there, to communicate, and to connect with people who want to hear from you. So start changing your mentality around that as well. It's not that you are pushy or salesy, or you're trying to, pursue someone to do what they don't want. You are there to share what you believe and to help people to solve some kind of problem for them. So once you start shifting into that mindset, start tapping and saying something that you do want to experience when you do this. For example, you can say, it's safe for me to speak up. It's time for me to share my message. I love sharing what I believe in. It's easy for me. I know there are people out there who are dying to learn what I'm here to teach. It's safe for me to say what I believe in. It's my time to show up and shine. And grab your wrist just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Say word peace. So this is a very, very simple, simple protocol on how to tap fast EFT style to clear your fear of rejection. Essentially, that's what it is, right? The fear of visibility. One last thing I want to mention, guys, is the haters. Let's talk about haters. Who won't like that topic, right? So one thing that I learned, guys, when I started figuring out that at some point I will be running six-figure business and I'll become a millionaire doing what I love, because that's what I want to do. I figure out, okay, so there's gonna be people who don't like me. There's gonna be people who just hate me. And you know what? They're probably gonna hate me no matter what I do or no matter what I say. And the honest truth, guys, when I started looking at the statistics, that's exactly what it is. About 3% of people that will ever see you or follow you or, get in contact with you, they won't like you. They will probably hate you no matter what you do or say. It doesn't matter to you. They just won't like you. That's an honest truth. Now, you also have about 3% of people who will just love you. And they'll love you no matter what you do again. They'll probably buy anything that you put out there. They'll read anything that you, write, and they will just love you. So this is totally normal, guys. Just notice that this is the reality, the perspective, and they have a right to feel what they feel, and they have a right to believe what they believe, and it doesn't mean that it has to be true for you. Alrighty, well, I hope it was helpful for you guys. Go ahead and comment below. I'd love to hear what you think, and keep on chipping off those blocks, because this world needs this beauty and the gift that you have to offer. One last thing I wanted to mention, there's 2 more videos coming up that I'm so passionate about. So first we'll talk about perfect client, and does it even exist? So we're going to be chipping off some myths about perfect client and how to find one, and does it even exist? And the second video that was coming up your way is about niching out, finding your niche, finding your specialty, and it goes somehow like this: do you really need a niche? So stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.